after a great performance on Friday night. We welcome in now from Leo High School. We have running back Nate Foster from the Leo Lions. Nate, thanks for joining us tonight here on Upon Further Review.
Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. Well, you're guest one of this year, so that tells you something and tells everybody out there what a big performance for you and the Leo Lions on Friday night. I think that 14-7 victory, you kind of carried the load, 133 yards, 2 touchdowns. Coming out of that game week one, just getting that first game under your belt for this year for this Leo team. Just talk about that big win and just how satisfying that victory was last Friday night.
It was pretty satisfying. A lot of people didn't have us winning. I saw a lot of scores saying that we are going to lose by possessions, and it really motivated us to come out there and play our best.
Sure. Talk about this team. I mean, we talked about it even on the pregame show. The new quarterback situation. You guys graduated a lot, especially the big names like Brock Schott and Landon Hepner, and you kind of came on. I mean, in a lot of ways, that latter half of the year really started to make a name for yourself and carry that into this year. Talk about the work this team has put in this offseason to get ready to be ready to go on week one and just putting it all together and finding the success that you guys had last Friday.
I mean, yeah, over the summer, we put in work almost every day, pushing sleds, working out during the summer, doing extra conditioning just so we could be ready for this moment. Because we know that we have some big expectations to fill this year, and we're hoping that we'll be able to.
Sure. 22 carries, 133 yards, and a touchdown. What was clicking for you? I was down on the sidelines. It took a little bit to get things going, but you kept encouraging your offensive linemen that late in the second quarter, that big 55-yard. I talk about it right into our living room. I mean, literally, I was right there, almost got part of the tackle with that, but what was it, what got clicking for you guys, especially to get things and move those chains and to kind of take control of that game in the latter half stages against Lures?
It started off pretty slow. I would admit that, but our O line, I talked to my O line a lot during the game and on the sidelines that we just need to keep pushing, keep going. Block that extra just second that you hold on to your block. And I promised my linemen that if they did that, I would go the distance and get past the second level.
Well, you had a nice couple runs in the key critical downs on Friday night, and a game where you guys missed a lot of talent from previous season with Brock Schott now being in Miami and Landon Hepner, who's at Army now. That load has kind of been put on your shoulders a little bit to make up for some of that scoring power that they had. But on Friday, what would you say was your biggest asset preparing for that game coming into it? I noticed a lot of cramping on Lures' sideline as the game wore on, but you guys seem to be pretty well hydrated and fresh the entire game. I mean, what was the key to get that that type of conditioning before this big game on Friday night, and what led up to it in terms of your, what did you do to help that?
So from last year, we don't have as much depth as we do from last year. So our coaches have been really on us about conditioning and hydrating to make sure that we are able to stay on the field, even in long and hard games, because there's going to be a lot of those this year. So we've just been conditioning, and our coach has been preaching about us hydrating every day, going to school, making sure you drink water during the school day, during practice, and after.
Yeah. Now the other thing is, I saw you on defense a little bit on Friday night. Is that something that you're going to do, pretty much all season, or just kind of spelling guys when they need it on the defensive side?
Just when guys need it, like if someone's tired, Helen Hobart or Isaiah Detmers, I'll be a sub. Sure, they guys get the rest too.
Sure. Talk a little bit about your football career. Where where it kind of started for you. What, your background and coming up through, maybe youth football or whatever to get to this point to be the primary ball carrier for the Leo Lions. Just talk about your football journey a little bit, where things got started for you.
So I actually started playing football when I was, I think, 8 or 9 years old back in Michigan. And I played for a team called the Warren Jets. I started my way up from flag football all the way to varsity. And we went to the state championship every year but one. But we only won the state championship one year. And then transferred here. I didn't get to play my freshman year because I got injured. And then I just slowly worked my way up the depth chart.
Sure. What brought you to the Fort Wayne area? You said you came in from Michigan. Well, why? How did Leo kind of enter the fold for you in getting here to Northeast Indiana?
Well, my dad got a promotion on his job, and that forced us to move over here. And when we were coming down here for the first time, it was between three schools that we were decided to go to. It was either Leo, Snyder, or I think Homestead, and we picked Leo.
Okay. Well, I think it worked out well for you and worked out well for Leo. Talk about the being part of the program, and you're a senior, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and just see the growth of the program, especially under Coach Dorfler the last couple of years, where things have come for this Leo. It's exciting to be out there on Friday nights just to see. But the growth of this program and where this program is headed, just talk a little bit about that and what you've been able to see firsthand as you've kind of grown up in the system as well.
I think the culture here has definitely changed a lot. We already had a winning mentality, a winning culture coming into this year and coming in multiple years, but it's really stepped up with Dorfler being our head coach. He preaches about us wanting us to go far, pushing ourselves past the limits. And even when I'm gone, I think this team would be great for many years to come, as we're going to start playing Homestead and even Bishop Chatard in the near future.
Sure. For you, what have you worked on most? I mean, we look at these stats from last season here on Upon Further Review. 1,300 yards, comes out to 9.8 yards per carry with 11 touchdowns. What is it about your game? What have you focused on as a running back to kind of continue to develop your skills, especially now as you head into your senior season?
I've been working a lot on my quick burst, getting past the line, being faster, and at the same time being able to slow down enough to let my linemen get to their blocking schemes so I can hit the gap. And that's been like a huge part because there's many plays last year where I could have ran even further, but because I was so fast or so excited, it didn't work out.
That's all right. Well, it's certainly working out for you this year. Coach, you have anything you want to piggyback off of?
No, I just think looking for big things this year from you, young man. I think you've got a lot of talent, and I think you got a great opportunity to be a leader on this Leo football team and keep things going like you did on Friday night and keep battling the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us tonight, Nate. Glad to have you as our first guest here on Upon Further Review for the 2025 season. Leo running back Nate Foster joining us. Best of luck to you and the Leo Lions the rest of the way, and I'm sure we'll be catching you down the road.
All right, thank you.